Actually, it's a faith. It's like a petrol for our journey. Without that, we can't do. All of you even have come like this, some kind of, because we are going to find out things we don't see immediately. It is realized. So that certain this thing of faith is something, the initial driving force. It doesn't come, actually it's also kind of very special faculty. You can't have that faculty suddenly as a human being. Animals don't have it. They do respond to kindness and vibration. Yes, they do. They are very sensitive. But this special faculty of faith is a very special faculty for a human being who can, harness it, develop it more. So no, it's not there in every person. I remember one story one time, as when I was going wandering on my walks, Charika, very late that day, I didn't find a place to stay, so I happened to find this, the bus stand. I was planning to sleep in Sri Lanka, and then suddenly someone said there's a temple this way, and I went there. And when I went there, it's funny, when I just entered, the dogs were barking, and then suddenly the lights went on, very late, around 10 o'clock. And the senior, the lot of monks, they came and they received me. And normally, it's, at that time of the night, they would question you. But they were so, they quickly took me to a bath and then gave me some refreshment. And then the senior monk was there, very old, very reverend monk. Could see his kindness and understanding. He didn't ask me anything. Of course, I pay my respects. And he gave me immediately a room. Only next day, when I was leaving, just after breakfast, I went to pay respects, and then he said, Venerable, next time try to come little early. He said, everybody don't have the faith faculty. It's a special faculty developed. It's correct, yes. It's a special faculty, many lives created actually. It's a kind of very special to have, not only faith, there's 5 actually indriyas, faculties, faith, mindfulness. These are all special for human beings who can develop this. And samadhi, concentration power, and virya, effort, and then this wisdom. Wisdom is the final one, which is very unique. There are so many types of wisdom, so many types of... Wisdom means you see the things as they are reality. Okay. But wisdom that Buddha wants to bring out is a very special. I might explain that to you all, but you see I'm a little late. I don't think I made an appointment with you all at 8 or any time. So, but I hope you all started reading, because 5 days I'm trying to cram a 14-day practice to 5 days actually. Okay, so this is when I was 23 with my teacher in the island, that forest-like island hermitage. We, with difficulty I managed to go for that retreat. Retreat means he has no retreat. He's a wandering monk. So I just, I of course followed him wherever he was going. Not that I could go with him. I find out he's there and then I go there and like that. So there I got a chance actually to stay with him in another kuti. So that time, 14 days, he gave me a kind of a sequence of suttas, how to do. So that I was very serious, and I really, I used to tell, I even don't look, there's a nice scenery there, I never even look at the scenery. I made sure that I would not enjoy anything sensual, and keeping mindfulness. Of course, I was the only one, there's nobody to talk, but whatever sutta he told me to read, whatever book he told me, I quickly read. And he didn't explain the way I'm doing, he just told to read this sutta, that sutta, like that. And so every other day I met him. And then it went on, it was the 14th day, it was full moon, the 15th day, I never forget. It was very special, it was very special for me. So many years I wanted to give this. I thought it's something that I think is the final or the highest thing I can give. But It took me only recently, 2 years back, certain experiences and certain calling, I would say. I might explain all that because, so that 14 days thing, I'm giving it in 5 days. It's not possible. There's no real instant this thing. But I give you some idea of the technique of taking the sutta, because all Dhamma, whatever meditation procedure, it originates from Buddha's original instruction. And what becomes popular in society, it is being made popular to the people taking a part of it. So, but what we got used to from my teacher was to take the sutta directly as a kamatahana. So this old method also, paryapti, pratipatti, prativeda is called. Paryapti means study, pratipatti means practice, and prativeda means experience, intuitive experience. So this is not reading, studying, passing exam and then practicing. It's not like that. It is actually, do you understand my English? It doesn't sound very American, right? But do you all really? Did you understand now what I'm saying? I'm sure? There's no time for me to change my accent or language to come another lifetime maybe. Very poor at my language actually, tell you honestly. 5 years they taught me French when I was at high school, but I failed the exam. My teacher also encouraged me to learn Pali. It didn't happen. Then he finally one day told a nice thing, to teach my relations Pali. Tell them to learn and practice, so that when I'm born again, when I'm young, they will teach me from young age. Actually, he doesn't joke, I don't know, but he doesn't joke, but he didn't joke about it. He just told, teach them. And then, so anyway, that's not very important, I think. Very important to see the Dhamma, to realize the Dhamma. But if you have the chance, definitely take time to learn Pali or whatever. That's okay. But to practice, to realize, for me, I feel the English translation is enough in your own language. I don't know about other languages, but for me, I feel English is, what is the translations we have is just even very good, I think. So the Sinhalese also we had problem, Chinese also, because I need all the translations. If you're whatever language you're thinking, the reason is I'm trying to reveal that the sutta has a very mystical, profound, it has visions in it. It's not something, the same word, like Jatipacca, Jara Marana, with mindfulness, if you contemplate the Dhamma, the Sati Bojjhanga and the Dhamma Vicaya Bojjhanga, the analyzing the Dhamma is the Dhamma of those, what the Buddha says. So it should be with the empty mind. So emptying the mind has to be done separately. That means overcoming the hindrances. Okay, making the mind bright, pure, free from, the negative emotions or the reptilian brain. And that is another part. So there should be a sitting session where you're trying, I would suggest like compassion meditation and anapanasati separately for some time. And then reading the suttas. Sutta reading, I tell you one way, it's actually you have to learn to relax and apply to yourself. It's not just that exercise has to be done. It's not like you know this or you have read this before and you know it already. But that's a very big different thing. Whether you have realized this is a different, I don't know. These are all actually meditation objects. So this is how it has to be done, and I have no doubt about this. Not now, many years back as a young boy, we were very clear about this. So actually I didn't search for any other teachings or this thing. Went directly, the suttas and my teacher used to warn us sometimes if anyone is sincere spiritually, they will direct you to the suttas. There's no transmission from teacher to like in the Hindu way or any other tradition, like where you have like a guru, what is this? I don't know how to say it in English, but like a secret teaching given. No, it's so open. The last advice of the Buddha, very important. How much famous a certain monk is, how much people say this one has attained this or that. He says, don't say yes, don't say no. Whatever they say, compare with my Dhamma Vinaya. And another time he says that, what is this, Dhamma, don't think I'm gone, the teacher is gone, my Dhamma Vinaya will be your teacher. So many places he advises us, especially for us today. So many teachings, so many ways of explaining. So finally I expect people not to go through what these people recording and put in the YouTube and all that, if they really got the message, they will go directly and they will avoid these gadgets and devices, because they know you have to make your mind more fine and sharp. And I don't think this is a place to talk. I just have to give introduction for your retreat. Others I talk about the effect of the blue light with the pineal gland. Unfortunately, I have to know about these things because it's the modern world that how the serotonin in the pineal gland is damaged. And so because it's I'm concerned about we getting or you all getting experience of this Dhamma. There'll be a lot of knowledge. You'll find more knowledge. Whatever I'm going to tell is also quite very simple and boring. But if anyone wants to experience, definitely this is a good meeting. Because this is actually those days instruction, and they were living in solitude and they realized it. Those are the ones that are recorded as suttas. So, do you all understand? Or very tired waiting for me? And sleepy? Okay. What time the lunch you all have to go, Venerables?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, no?
20 minutes.
11 o'clock you go for lunch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can change sermons, I think. If we need, we can...
No, we can do that, and because I'm also late, they can have the lunch. And what time do you all finish everything? And little bit go to the toilet, washroom and everything. And
I think the retreat organizers the schedule, so we're following their...
No, you tell me your schedule and we'll follow that. The dana.
Well, after lunch, whenever you'd like to start again, we can...
Like when the lunch finish?
Well, the monks, we don't do the Buddha puja, so the lay people will do, and then we'll receive...
That's all good, very good.
And then we'll eat, and then once we eat, we're finished. So.
All right, so it's like 11:30, 11:45, 12. So that time I can go also to, because they have it in done, I think, in the place I'm staying, and then I come back. I need to... What about are you all also coming back, or this is going to be the final meeting? Otherwise, in this short time, I can't cover everything, I need 2 hours or at least 2.5 hours.
Most of them are staying in the monastery.
They're all in the retreat. How many of you, tell me, show me, raise your hands. Don't tell me tomorrow I have this or that. And, let's see, all are not there for 2 days, 3 days like that, right? Full 5 days, good. Okay, don't waste my time. It's so difficult, I have to come. It's not easy, 7 years, right? And I don't come like this. I also no idea when I could come again. You know the story, right? How I first came. Like many years they invited me, and actually I told, when I'm an Arahant, I will come. So in a way I meant it. I don't like these names, Arahant and this and that. But what I wanted was I needed sufficient self-satisfaction for me that I'm pure enough to give some help to others. Because I had some, I would say, a sincere compassion, whatever it is. So with this, I didn't want to. So my teacher encouraged me. He's never going to encourage anyone to go to public or anything. Even foreign monks those days, when he comes, he's very strict about them, and they didn't like him actually, because he was stern and he was not teaching anyone. On the way, they saw him, met him, and once one monk has asked, "What is this?" No, here Bhante, I think Bhante. Now this is not Bhante who said that. Someone else, another monk, told me that Bhante told. But he's so compassionate. He doesn't, I don't say. But his point is right. His spirit is right. What he said. It was that one monk asked. He asked somebody, "What do you do sometimes when you have some, little free time or something?" I don't think he really, asked like. He's so compassionate. If ever you stayed with him. So wise and so compassionate. That's how I saw him. But definitely firm. Death, death, practice to death, like kind of, that was very inspiring for us, even when we attended to him, the last stages. So the monk has said, sometimes I write letters to my mother and all that. So this monk is telling that Bhante has said, I don't think you would say so like this, but did the Bodhisattva write letters under the Bodhi tree? So I can understand his spirit. I know that. He wanted us to really commit if we are on the path. So he did it, and we can see the result. When he was very old, we saw, I thought the most suffering person and the most happy person. These two things I saw in him. So, and even when we got attached to him, he reminded us our teacher is the Dhamma Vinaya. So I hope today is the most hardest day. Okay, you're coming out of all your comfort zone and everything. So if it's going to be hard, this moment is going to be the hardest, okay? So how are you staying? I don't know, sharing and all that, or is it okay? So some of you are used to retreats, no problem. But if you are not, just taking you for 5 days, put into prison, okay? And then you have no option. But this is a prison that will free you. At least, some idea how to... This is very unique. I don't see anywhere where they are, with the sutta, a retreat with the Buddha. I have not seen anywhere, actually. I hope I saw, because I also don't want to work so hard. So mostly what has become popular is the techniques. So that has come from Burma and so on. It's okay. Even Goenkaji has served so much in the world for all these techniques. And but the sutta as a kammatthana meditation object, it is, I don't see. Everybody explaining a sutta is there. So the effect of a sutta is there on its own. It's Buddha himself. Okay, we are a little further away, 2,600 years back. It's a quite long way. We might like our teaching, because it's like this look plain and this thing, but it has visions in it. So my teacher, how he told, I can see that he has told to repeat certain, it's repetition, some of the like Kanda Vagga and all these things. But I think his purpose was to make us used to. Otherwise, if you read only one time and apply, it's just one time done. But now it's done in several ways, then the brain gets used to it, and then that wisdom might start to work. This is the real purpose. So it's very easy. Only thing, this retreat, as I told you, a 14-day practice is done for 15 days. So only a little bit of that analyzing contemplation. And I have mixed up with some experience of mine in the Himalaya, in the meeting of some yogis, which I would tell the story about it, 2 years back, who inspired me to come and do this. Okay? If I start that, this time is not enough. So when we return back, I will tell about it. That's another very important thing from now onwards, I must tell you all, this silence, noble silence. Because the experience, now your bodies are here, you are in the Kamaloka, the sense world. Okay? It's not this scenery or something is going to happen. This is happening completely in a, I would say, the inner part of your consciousness. And it is very related with the silent dimension. Even, what is this, sound wave silence. Okay? So it is actually intuition. It's normally happening when your mind is free from the hindrances. When your reptilian brain is not functioning at all. Alright? So when you have normally first dhyana. First dhyana is a good situation because that's the time of the first level of concentration. Okay? If you are not familiar with the word dhyana, with metta you can get, with anapanasati you can get. So that is the very sure the thing that you are in the area of the mental state. That means you have one thought. Normally we have so many thoughts. Okay? Doesn't mean now you're going to remain from now to five days with one thought. It won't happen practically. So in the morning there's a practice where it is only for that purpose of samadhi, and daytime I'm mixing up. I will explain that something that even a baby can do, so that end of the retreat everybody will get something and go. Something that will go, but it's based on another. It's not what Buddha says. I will explain what the Buddha says, and I adapt something for you all because I'm so greedy to give you all much as possible. That was the very reason that I didn't want you all to sort of what I did for 15 days. So later on, who is doing the second time? Anyone is doing the second time, right? Second, third time. Then in your case, you must do that slow contemplation. Okay? Everything of the Kanda half. Half means if half is also, what is this, you can listen to them later, not this time you're not going to do this, okay? If you're going to do another time or a longer retreat on yourself, even doesn't matter. Now I found they have done self-retreat, wonderful, it works. It's more powerful than my presence because it's working with all the Aryans who practice and realize this. It's not just, I'm just a small, little monk coming and this thing, but in the absence of that, the whole thing, the way, when you're doing that, the Buddha is there. When you're following his real instruction, and actually when you see the Dhamma, clarity will come. I've told what levels of clarity, how it should come. It's not just simply becoming, something clear. That's on the way, but it will create a shock because that much reality you have not seen in the past, like even a ghost or something which you have not seen before. So that shock is called nibbindati. Now don't be so greedy for that shock also. So everything you expecting, don't worry. I'm just telling you, there is that experience level that will, if you just don't expect and just don't, just do what is told. But who are doing the first time, they'll have to mix up with a certain other, you have to cover certain, number of pages. So it will be long reading. First little bit you can do that, what I'm telling to contemplate. But when you find I have told you to finish it in this period, then you'll have to just cover. Okay? But that covering has a special effect because never in your life you have ever read so much of Buddha's this thing even fast, just without understanding also. It also has an effect. I'll have to explain that later with my experience, like not from the MRI scan, but from the scan of some beings who have developed certain faculties with samadhi. Okay? This part you understand what I explain? I don't know. I find some people, they are tired mentally and sometimes they're not, okay. But silence is very important. You'll have to observe this because from a silent zone, now when your hindrances are absent, that's the time Satipatthana works, Dhammanupassana works. Other time it's working with little anger, little greed, little this thing, it's closer to the body. Your awareness, your consciousness is working with the gross body I'm talking about, okay. When you're getting samadhi or this thing, it is free from the gross body. So that you still have a body, but the gross body is not there. So you can have that very spark-like intuition. It's possible. And so you don't try to think whether I got samadhi, now I am getting to get this spark experience. No, these are only advertisements of mine. Okay, so this what you have to do is that just do that samadhi meditation. Now this is especially the ones who have done already, okay? So don't do it more than 1 hour. See whether it's getting it, you have to really find, so do the walking, chant a little bit. You have to mix with, those 5 faculties, read a bit like that, mix you must do. Just don't stagnate, just don't try to do, and wait without any result for long. You have to try to change, this thing. That's why it's called a skill, kusala. It's not something you can just like giving dana or donation. You can just do. Even anyone can do. You can tell a dog also train, with the mouth to come and just offer. But skillfully to think and to analyze this skill. So anything you want to ask up till now? I'm nothing now. I think. Anything? For today, you'll have to try to finish the word of the Buddha. Okay, I will cover some things of the word of the Buddha just to give you a start. Not now. Keep silence. That's the 2 things very important. Keep silence. I did alone. I was alone with my teacher. All right. So you have to get that same effect, but a little difficult. You are so many here. All right. So I don't know. You can try. I'm not forcing you. Try not to recognize anybody. All right. Try not to, with compassion, try to avoid even physically. Okay. If you can't, just accept it, of course. So I hope you have some order. You're going to the dana shala for the food. And when you're taking the food, that's where now when you're in solitude, if you're really in solitude, it should happen. You feel more, only 2 things are really open for you, food and, the food. You will have more desire for food coming. How are you? I think, my friend? No. We met, right? I'm very happy you're here. I remember you so earnest and You have come to the right time. Still 7 years survived. At Bhikkhu Bodhi. Right, very good. Right. So I also had good karma to somehow make it. I remember you found how the sutta is, this thing was very different, right? How it's applying. So it's practicing only you can know how to do this, otherwise it's like, it's not never to be done, you can't, it's impossible. You have to practice, then only the meanings of even Satipatthana, for Vedana Anupassana, Chitta Anupassana, all these Passana you have Dhamma Anupassana. When you see, when you analyze, when you contemplate the rising and passing away of body, feeling, it's all Dhamma Anupassana. So you will not be able to interpret exactly. So this is the sutta, and especially also they are the ones that will open up so many ways. So it's like thousands of techniques are there. You are exposed to that. So one should open, one should have an effect on you. So chances are more. So, and also this way, sometimes you have this now, we have a technique based now what is there, so there's more calmness, peace coming. But not much wisdom, not much enough, the Yoniso Mansikara that is said, the source from that has a specific level of wisdom. Okay? So that wisdom could be lacking sometimes. Alright? So sometimes we have too much analyzing, contemplation, intellectual study of this, not the extreme. Where you're not coming to the present moment and be focused. So we have to balance that. One is when you're walking meditation also especially, you have to come to a point where you are where you're present, you feel your steps and so on, not for long. It's not, I'm not doing that way. You have to then think of the Dhamma in like a mental picture. Like university those days when you're going for a walk after something you don't understand, something in your physics class or engineering class or whatever, there's suddenly that wow experience, oh this is it. That mind you have to activate. So you don't try to understand. That's another thing. If you don't understand, you must not try to squeeze the understanding from the sutta. Because Buddha was alive, he will give you the exact right discourse. That's how it happened in the past. Alright? He's not there. So it's like a bunch of keys we have. We have to try, each key. And so when we are trying the keys also, we don't try one key, like this. If it doesn't this thing, then we try another one. Okay? Like that it should happen. So one that without effort it will open. Okay? Like that without effort you will get that kind of this thing. And don't leave a sutta reading, oh I know it. After 10 days, after 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, this will have a different meaning because your consciousness or your mind has evolved also meanwhile, unless you didn't party all time until then. But it has happened like that. So then one word that you read before will make a big different this thing. So I don't want you to rush, okay? Anything, silence, very important, please. Because that's I told you now, first dhyana to have a bright mind normally. Sound is a thorn, it is said. Buddha says sound is a thorn. Yes, that's why we go to silent places even to get samadhi. Alright? So, unless you have very strong faculty, you can overcome it. But sound initially, actual sound disturbs attaining samadhi. So, talking and all that, vitarka we call it, if that will definitely block. So you must, and you have more urge to talk when you're like this. It's really strict thing. I don't know, organizers have to. It's not easy. I've heard last in California, I couldn't come, I was not sick, I'm not well. Actually, I'm just recovering from 5 months, a viral, chikungunya. I don't know, you know this. So it really prisoned me in one place. I'm okay, but I had again, if I overexert, sometimes I think program, and then now I don't feel when I'm here, I could go on, but then suddenly it affects the body. So today I'm fresh again. So I hope this will be okay. Hopefully, so there I found the first day, second day, they have talked. It was a small group. No, it's not good, I have told if someone talks, send them away. Make sure this retreat is like this. Don't have, then it should go, the message should go. Otherwise, no point. If someone is not really serious, let them go. You must, organizers not try to, no first warning, second warning. This must happen, okay. Sorry, my devil side is coming, all right? So, okay, you can do some small, but I don't want to say small, but try really to, not try really, it must be a must, that we can't, it's not, because it's just like in the forest. I'm trying to give you all I see a great karma, I'm very surprised to see you all. How did you come here? I'm just thinking sometimes. I know, because I have told many last trips, I had to do a retreat one day. Only in the retreat, your karma will be operated. This is what I see. This is a very special, this thing, the karma is going to be operated. And I don't know, you would have noticed if you look at your personal life, even coming here, definitely some problems would have arisen. So if it is not 60% strong karma or your willpower, you would not make it here. The underlying, if you had health issues, those will come up. If you had some external, these things, those will come up. Unless you had very good karma, without obstacle you came, that's a different thing. Okay? But I would say, if you look into yourself, so this will happen here because you will be in touch with a master who really stopped the karma. All right? So then this should happen. So even if some difficulty, take it as a blessing, it as a mysterious or a mystical effect. And I know one person, one boy, he was there, he didn't look at the book or anything. I came. I normally don't meet personally, I go, because unless someone has some problem, definitely I told 24 hours, even in this retreat, definitely there should be this thing where they can, because now your ancestors all are coming with you. So you have a good, your relations, dead people, because there are good people who have supported you, the unseen and the seen also. So these beings will be also, definitely, coming. And so some experiences you will have, it's not new to you, okay? People who are in the same room, they might so have some compassion, okay? And they are not bad. No one is bad coming here. It's not possible. We'll strangle you or something. So you can chant if you really want to this thing. But if you can't handle something, I don't think such a thing will come. Only today or in the end of the day, end of the day they're saying goodbye, very happy. So then if something happens, please send a message 24 hours if I'm in that other place. Definitely I'll come. Don't feel shy, all right? In case, don't keep it yourself also. You can inform. If you don't get a proper answer from who are helping you immediately, definitely you can call me, okay? I'll be there, all right? And but silence very important, and the organizers also have to practice silence, because if they see the organizers talking, so they all have to do this, right? This is because this is the first time we are doing here, New Jersey, and this must be done like that, because the same thing I have, because you will not get result. I know certain way you must stay, which I have gone and experienced. So if you do that, you put yourself into the best possibility, and hopefully you take the highest blessings of it, not something next to that. All right. And the first 3 days only, if you're going to be really tough, it's going to be only the first 3 days. All right. So after that, give me 3 days. I always tell you all, give me fourth day for you something. If you really something you're not happy with me, file a petition for me, okay? And then put me into jail. I'm happy, I'll go there. All right. Any question last? You have to go for Dana. I'll come back after Dana. I will come back around 1, 2. Come at 2:33, all right? Or would you like to, you'll have to read the word of the Buddha, all right? You'll have to read in the afternoon and all that, because you don't have time. Really, you have to, I realize now from today today is 5 days. So today you really have to read this thing. I will come and do part of the word of the Buddha, and then explain something, how the program is going, what was the basis for that. I will explain that after the thing. So how many of you are not able to come after Dana? Anyone raise their hands? No? And who are not waiting for like 5 days? Sorry? who are not waiting all 5 days. Is anybody there? How many days you'll be here? 2 days. Now you decided, or it's already decided? And this Venerable also going, no, somewhere, I know. I heard, yes. No problem, don't worry. Just taste something and go, what to do. Anyway, I give you all, anyone who can't come or cannot this thing, keep it at your bedside as your monk who wants to go. He's your teacher, the master. Not that you just want to get it intellectually, but the main thing, learn to refer always. It has a special effect. And then the meditation, two together. I don't think you can never go wrong. And you have to, I am having different situations. Different people are coming to me. So I have my own way how to advise them. And then I consider their individual, and give them a chance. But sometimes giving them a chance is not a good example to others at all. So I like to keep it secret actually. But I want him to try whatever, everybody is important, and then come to me. If that doesn't work, then I will tell, then you'll have to follow my way. Okay? But I not force anyone, I'm free. This is like a duty I'm doing to everybody. I'm not bound to, I see that it's like each one must, feel responsible and want to go. And I should not try to control anyone. They should do it with delight and have faith. Some of them don't know me at all, tell you honestly. From some devotees, they to be, and then so anyway, whoever comes to me, I try to guide them. I don't want to sort of and look at their point and completely let go. So I saw the answer is always letting go. To be let go is you give the right thing. Otherwise you put we don't know. We also take the Dhamma or Vinaya and all that, but it has that defilement in it. How you interpreting it to the situation. So really we have to free ourselves to some extent. I found now, because I have now new situation where I have to establish the monastery, but monastery is like a platform in Sri Lanka. I want to create monks who are not having monasteries, just like me. So I have trust to this thing. This is also I see a bondage. Not initially. Initially you need, but initially also you must get some taste of being alone and going, but with the guide of the teacher. But that should be a natural relationship where the pupil feels that he can get something from the teacher. It should not be that you enforce, some this thing, so that we'll have spiritually powerful monks. And one big rule I would put was no phones. No, if you're really serious, this Kamaloka, this already what you're seeing is a disturbance. And what do you want to reach? Where? Is it inside or something outside? Kama vivicheva kamme, akusala dhamme. So if you have a simple monk who are getting some tranquility, you are a real monk there. You don't need to be some big this thing. You control your mind to some extent and, humble and, all these many qualities will come. But, and it's all account of karma also, we get situations and all. But in this part of the world, you have like this. It's, I think, a very good karma you have. And Vinaya also you have already, that is basis for the Buddha's teaching. And later is used for, is used for samadhi as well as samadhi is indriya sangvara sila is, the most important thing. And then iriyapate, these things, and sati, and not the partimoksha, more than that, indriya sangvara sila. And the other one, Ganaka Muggala, like Jagratan Yoga, sleep and all that. If you are doing those practices, definitely, you will get samadhi. And with that wisdom, reading this thing and applying it, not just as a scholar, not very difficult. So, but you have to harmonize with the situation of your, how the karmically the teachers you got, or, like their parents. Parents also, they gave you, we don't consider that. I consider a lot, that because that's very connected. You have a big battle ahead. You need a strong foundation. I have many stories in the jungle. They thought I had some superpowers. No. It is those small blessings and foundation, which, you really like finish in the jungle, but manage to keep my presence. Some different stories I told long time ago. So this is very important, step by step. Then acharyas next come, unless it's really wrong, something really bad, making the sila very, the grave sila, not the. Then you have this thing to make some change. That's also with consultation of the, you see the senior other something, and then putting it like that, not just suddenly taking decisions, no. Because there's karmic situation coming. You have to see the whole picture. It's not just like you're alone and other world is outside. No, it's not like that. It's not a very wise vision of, how the karma is working, consciousness is created by karma. This must be known, felt. Do you get this point? I don't know, especially the Venerables, I hope. How karma is, creating the consciousness, type of consciousness we are getting. That in the consciousness only we have all this, the Kamaloka, even the parents' experience, or even the acharyas, fellow brother monks, I had a hard time. I had not good, very special brother monks, very competitive. I'm sure, I hope that I don't feel they respected me, but I had karma, strong karma. But one gentleman, where is he? He told me very careful, because if they listen somewhere, I'm very open when I'm sit here, but yeah, it's true, because I definitely have a lot of love for all of them. Not that, but I like to, I'm telling to, so that maybe you all can relate, that you all could relate, not only for that intention, not to ever, I had, I really bless them all the time. Even that time, I was strong as a lay person, already prepared, so I was able to find inner solutions rather than outer solutions. Keep this in mind. I don't know. How many of Venerables here? How many of? One. Very nice to see. Yeah, 1, 2. Others are gone, no?
Yeah, some others will be coming by then, yes.
How they're coming means for the retreat, or?
Well, they're coming from Italy. We have a forest monastery.
Right.
And they're coming tomorrow night.
Okay. They're going to plan to, I don't know whether they're joining this,
They
or
would like to join us.
they'll be quite late, but this thing will be good. It's okay. This especially for monks. My teacher used to tell that if you want to attain the path, he tells only this, what I'm giving you all, to monks. When they come, he doesn't give this kind of discourse to this. So now I'm making it available to monks and lay people and everybody. Just, who has just a platform for, who wants to, think, because they all tell Sotapanna this, that, how to attain, what is the path. So this is there now. If anyone wants to, they can, I don't need at least the message, if they can get the books and their bedside keep, and, but they have to, I found they are not very this thing and how to apply this, I have told many years, some of them read suttas and reflect, but on their own, I don't see. But hopefully this they get. It's a very simple thing, so simple, that's why they don't get it. They are trained too complicated in schools and all these things. And who have really not much experience, they make it complicated too. It's very simple, but the experience is profound, for sure. So you have to go for dana, okay. So until we meet, I'll be coming back, say 2:30, all right? Relax a bit, rest. If you have broken rest, if you have not slept properly, okay, if your body is tired, you have worked now so much yesterday or something, then sleep properly, okay? You have to have a very relaxed, comfortable body. Eat properly, all right? But make sure when you're eating, until you come closer to your mouth, don't open your mouth. Okay, these practices try. All right, just simple practices, just, and be conscious, think arahants, how they try to control the taste. This is the main thing. After sex is food. This is the main, attraction, and especially in solitude, because other things are all cut away. You have to, this will, come more feeling for that. Don't worry, don't worry about it. It happens to all of us. But make sure, and when you're biting, you can chew, and, if you can really, this thing, it will really help your meditation. So sleep also will come more than other times. All right, this is natural. And other unexpected, if you're really in solitude properly, other unexpected things will come. Okay, in like greed, sensual things, and I told her application form to prepare. Did all of you get that? I don't know whether you got it. Anyway, if you, these things might come. Don't worry about it. That's why I told you some practice of beforehand, the asubha bhavana, impurities of the body, because very unexpected, what you have done in the past or whatever, it might come up as memory. It should come, otherwise that means you are not properly staying in solitude. You have not made yourself solitude enough, okay? Solitary enough. So then, anger, fears, or these things, I don't think, but anyway, if it comes, then compassion meditation, like the chant a bit, and then this is an operation, this is how it gets cleared. Now, if this doesn't happen like this, it will come at the moment of death. Then it will, govern your, I will talk about these things, so it makes meaningfulness why you are not this. So one thing I wanted to tell was that there was one boy I told you who came and he was waiting, and actually I found him, he was not reading, studying, doing nothing, looking at my face and just, So 3-4 days went, and the last day, while I was going, suddenly he gave me a piece of paper with a letter. So I read this paper later. I had no time, I'm also busy. When I was reading, I found he wrote that he was expecting, he said, you have been to Himalaya doing this, that. So I was expecting Bhante. He has been to many forest monasteries. He had his own journey, he had explained that. And he said, I thought you will, I was very disappointed, he said, because I thought you will call me and tell me about 7-8 births back. You will explain to me reincarnations, okay? So I think you all understand my English, hopefully. I guess you're laughing, otherwise. So, like, I will explain all these things and, read my mind and a lot of things like this, okay? So, and then he went on and he sent a telephone number, please, if you can contact me. He doesn't understand this retreat. I told you it's a karma operation retreat. I have no time to do, or I can't do also, to tell you honestly. Maybe some forces, maybe, this is my guess too, who have this power may be around, I don't know, but I don't pretend to, some impulse, this thing, but in this regard, I don't consciously have time or ability to go through all of you, but I know, my belief also this program, it will clear your 7 lives, 8 lives karma, rather than telling what it is. This has an effect of its own, that if you had blockages, according to this my knowledge, all right, my awareness, that your blockages in the material or the spiritual life regarding samadhi or even wisdom, I'm sure this will definitely clear it. I don't think anything that can clear, it has all lot of things, even some faith you have to get, this is also necessary, then the wisdom, then the mindfulness, all that will have an effect. Don't look at how the medicine is working. Just take it and just see. There are people who have come, this I feel like I'm promoting this, okay, but anyway, like husband, like the wife came, the husband, was not very agreeable with she coming, and so after she went, the husband saw the change. So husband wanted to come. So this should happen 3rd, 4th day, your aura, your, this thing should definitely, many things should change which you don't know. If it doesn't happen, find me a river nearby, I can jump. Okay, don't talk, right? Though I'm nice and light-hearted, please make sure this is very strict. And I don't know the organizers, if they can seriously take it, if they find someone, they can quietly go and remind them, okay? I don't know who is here, and just remind them like this, okay? Sometimes they have from the participants some people to watch the silence. So anyway, I hope this we have to implement this. This is your chance. Okay, I had my chance, I had so difficulty, and it changed my life entirely. That the slightest glimpse of whatever, it's a big thing in your life. All these achievements is nothing. Seeing the Buddha not in a form in the Dhamma is nothing, there's no treasure as that. This is our real evolution, and our real achievement as a human being is our ability to perceive something, the highest in this world, what you can perceive, the principles. So this is the thing that is encouraging you. It's not, don't think now, like it's not a study of books. I'm sure, because we need a book to look at this thing. But anyway, the word of the Buddha you can little bit read quietly, calmly until I come, okay? Take your foot, go in a line if possible, try to, because it's a big number. and try to keep silence. So I wish you all good luck, strength and protection for the practice. It's a wonderful place. There's a land. If not too hot, you can go little somewhere where you can be little away from the people. But if some people you're like together, don't feel angry. Don't feel attached to being alone. Okay, attachment is our real. You could say it's not. You have to watch our mind, the cause of our irritation. That's very important. Okay, somewhere we are holding and clinging. So find it and let go. That's a big achievement if you achieve that. So you're not upset by anything. Okay, this formula, remember what I just explained. Right? So, Teruvan Saraning, all blessings to you all. So, Patteva, Tukim Detta, Nivan Sola. All protection to you all strength to pursue this path, and may the Devatas give all protection, the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Actually, I was like picturing you all while coming to this retreat. Of course, I was just having a feeling like I think I wish you all good luck. May it be an occasion for you to relax. Don't need to try to do anything. Read a bit, okay, and a little lie down, rest while you are there. Just keep yourself. If you're not slept, just allow to sleep. Don't worry, okay. But after you feel fresh, then you have to fight sleeping, okay. You can't keep. You have to understand what I mean. It's like you have to really be physically restful, relaxed. All this good karma may you transfer to your parents, relations, all living beings from the lowest to the highest who are protecting these teachings, the four divine beings, and also all the King of Gods, Sampati, Prakmati, Viraja, all the noble beings who protect these teachings in the 32 crores of Devatas, Samyak Drishti Kalpeshakya, Maheshakya, Sira Devi Devatar Mahatata Brahma Varunte, may Punya Shakti Anumodana, Devasenadipati Varunte, මේ පලාත් ඉන්න සියලු ඍෂිවරු මුනිවරු සිද්ධල්ල ගන්ධර්වරුන්ට පහිරවරුන්ට සියලු උත්තම ආත්ම දහමට ආදරය කරන ආසා කරන මේ උතුම් ගමන මේ සත්‍යයට for all of you all to get support. All noble souls who protect this in the seen and the unseen world, may they receive the share of these merits, especially when there's a place where people are striving for the highest, even for a day. It is so powerful for in their life. Otherwise all other moments are meaningless. A time where you spend your time for self-realization and by that purifying, losing your ego. This is the main purpose of this, so that you'll find lightness, peace inside. Ocean of peace is there within you, and the master is called also the leader of peace, Shantinayaka. And so I hope this will be that you transfer to all of them. May the Devatas give all protection. Arka danna matte putta. Eka danna pula. Ada daapu ekama. Oh. Enakota wadinakota. Think of your parents, relations, teachers, and your protective devas or ancestors or whoever is supported you. May they receive of these merits, and all who are protecting this noble teaching from the lowest to the highest states of existence. May every being has been our relation. So long we have gone in samsara. May they get a share of this good karma and come out of all suffering.
Bluetooth connected.
Supadeva. Sansare perapim matvetva. Hamotama rakshava shaktiya. May utum gamani anda. Bosat garbeng, bosat matavagi. Elabiche utum ashirvadi. Param. Boho durindam behrakinang abu hamotama. Shaktiya daire lebetva. Try when you are getting up, walking, just watch your body like from outside. These things you must try to practice too. You will forget, but remind again. I hope this good energy will go to everybody, to Trump as well, to the country, because America is a special place affecting the whole world. The suffering of the world depends on the happiness, suffering depends on leaders. So leader of this country, make Christianity too, which is, the Jesus way of life and spirit, be more active in this land. Though I can't do a retreat to all of them, I wish them, this land, all human beings, that they will get all the support to all human beings in this state of birth and death, that the great mission of the Sri Sambuddha, the enlightened master, that it come to this land too, and to all other lands, all other human beings, maybe African continent, Europe, Southeast Asia, the population of humanity. May they get the mighty blessings of the great master and his disciples. May that wisdom and peace, fearlessness for death and the next life and protection come to all humanity, all living beings from the lowest to the highest. As long as the Master's dispensation is alive still in this planet, may that blessing be alive again. Swapatat, tu kemidet, even so, sansara.
May I help you carry your bag?
Venerable, you can do.
Sunset.